iPhone 11 Pro Max review camera. The clearest improvement is the 3-lens camera. In the now square camera protrusion, Apple has included a 5-element ultra-wide lens with an f/2.4 aperture and 120-degree field of view, and a 6-element f/1.8 wide lens. A 6-element telephoto lens with an f/2.0 aperture has a 2x optical zoom-in, the same as the iPhone X and iPhone XS, but also notably a 2x optical zoom-out. The wide and telephoto lenses have optical image stabilization. What gets lost in the noise of the best smartphone camera is headlines that abound this time of year is the video quality that is generated by the system as a whole. Video can be captured at 4K resolution at 24, 30 or 60 frames per second, and utilizes optical image stabilization on the wide and telephoto lenses. If you shoot at night a lot, or have been anxiously awaiting portrait mode for your pets, now's your time. Apple has improved the machine learning and computational photography in the iPhone 11 Pro, and to a lesser extent, everything that can run iOS 13. As a result, photos in low-light environment have the detail that you want. That furry creature that lives in your house can now get the same photo treatment on your phone with bokeh and other effects that your kids or significant other did before the update. Better photographers than us have already chimed in on the quality of the camera, the lenses, and the software. Again, and again. Related to that camera headline proliferation, there is no one true, best camera for any given set of eyes. We'll be delving into this at much greater depth very soon. And we'll be comparing the cameras to many other high-end smartphones in the coming days, so you can see for yourself. Here's the bottom line, the iPhone 11 has a great camera for stills and video. The iPhone 11 Pro has a greater one not just in hardware, but in software too. Display and Face ID, the 2436 by -1125 OLED screen isn't quite the same as it has been for the last 2 years. Beyond just the name change of this year's screen to Super Retina XDR display, the iPhone 11 Pro now has a 2:1 contrast ratio, compared to 1:1 on the iPhone XS and iPhone X. Additionally, the iPhone 11 Pro has a brightness of 800 nits typically and up to 1200 nits with HDR, whereas the iPhone XS has 625 nits. If you're coming from an older device, like the iPhone 8 or any other iPhone model that isn't double digits, the swipe up to return home isn't a big deal. We gave our review unit to a daily user of an iPhone SE, and they were instinctively trying to swipe up in place of a home button hit after only a few hours of use on the newer device. It is an adjustment, of course. It's just not a long one, nor a particularly major one. Performance. Using the new Geekbench 5 benchmark, our iPhone 11 Pro got a 3-run average single-core score of 1361. The multi-core run gave us a 3561 averaged over 3 runs as well. For comparison, our Galaxy Note 10 Plus that we reviewed earlier in September scored a 741 single-core score on the new suite, and a 2701 multi-core benchmark. The Geekbench 5 compute score leverages Metal on the Mac and iOS, and Vulkan everywhere else, and was even more profound. The iPhone 11 Pro scored a 6309, with the Galaxy Note 10 hitting 2201. We also ran the Antutu benchmark and received a cumulative score of 456,760 across CPU, GPU, UX, and memory tests. That compares favorably to our results on our iPhone XS, which scored a total of 370,618. It saw the biggest boosts in the CPU and GPU categories. But here's the thing, as you can see, the iPhone 11 Pro is fast, so very fast. How much of this really matters day to day, today?